Time to buy more 50-50 tickets, seriously. See Jim Drellick, he's waving his arms over there. Let me tell you, if I can have your attention, we're almost done. Let me tell you, it's really tough when you get a phone call from a friend who says, I just got diagnosed with cancer, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. And it's even more tough when you get a phone call from a friend 6 months later, and he says, my insurance isn't even covering my chemo. So I got a phone call from Donnie Jarvis, if he's still here. Donnie Jarvis, stand up. There's a Marine veteran right there. 3 tours in Iraq, he got blown up 3 times. So Donnie Jarvis called me and he said, listen, I'm a veteran, I know my tickets are free. I want to pay $350 for my table. And I said, no, I'm not going to take it. He said, no, you got to let me finish. I want to pay $350 for my table. I want you to give it to Dan Strange for his chemo treatment. And then we got a phone call from his friend, I think his name is Jim, Paul, who's also here tonight, who said he wanted to kick in 100. So just from that alone, we have $450 to help Dan to pay for some of his chemo treatment. It's not a lot of money, but hopefully it's something, and hopefully it helps a little bit. Thank you, Dan.
So I want to thank you guys. It really means a lot from the bottom of my heart. I can't tell you, when you get that, I refer to it as those 3 words when the doctor looks at you and says, you have cancer. And, back in June when I was diagnosed, there were doctors who basically had said, go home, make yourself comfortable, kick in a day of travel here and there, and make the best of it. And I said, no, that's not, I'm going to fight this. And that's the attitude. Anybody who ever gets the diagnosis, you got to take it head on. You got to have a positive attitude. You got to fight, and you do what your doctors tell you to do. But I got to tell you, from day one, guys like Donnie Jarvis have been by my side. They've helped me every step of the way. It's a battle. They just cut my insurance again with some of the other coverages, so I'm battling again with them. And that's what they do. That's what they do. It's all about, their bottom line, and they could give 2 shits, pardon my language, about your health. It's all about profit for the insurance companies. I'm going to continue to fight, and I'm going to beat this. My cancer markers, so just so everybody understands, even without cancer, everybody starts off at a 5, level 5. And when I was diagnosed, I was 212 plus. Oncologists looked at it and said, there's no way he can, come through this. Today, as I stand before you, now I had stage 4 colon cancer. It spread to my liver, my lungs, my lymph nodes were enlarged, my cells were reduced. My hemoglobin was 4.3. And today, my hemoglobin is right around 11. My cells are normal. My lymph nodes are normal. My cancer markers are 7. That's within 2 points of normal. Cancer is gone from my lungs, almost gone from my liver, and my colon wall began reconstructing itself. So fortunately and luckily for me, I never had to have a reset or any of those problems, but a lot of it had to do with attitude and fighting, so I give the advice. I also tell everybody, and now, it's more important than ever because we're seeing stories in the news about colon cancer. Kids in their 20s are being diagnosed with colon cancer, and the age of the colonoscopy up until last year when I got diagnosed was 50. And they just reduced it to 45. But my GI doctor told me to get a colonoscopy, it's about $900 to $1,000. If you have a history in your family and you're in your 20s or 30s, pay the $1,000 bucks. It's cheap insurance, trust me. So thank you all, thank you very much. Your support, your prayers. Donnie, I can't thank you enough. You're like my brother, Paul. And Paul, thank you very much. It means the world to me. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Dan. And by the way, Dan is one of the guys every year that calls us and says, I've got a police officer that I want you to honor. I've got a veteran that I want you to honor. He's always behind the scenes trying to help us out. He's also the guy that got me in to see Donald Trump. If you ever see that picture of Donald Trump holding the Valley Patriot, that's because of Dan Strange. Dan Strange does a lot of work for the president. He doesn't like a lot of people that know that, but we won't tell anybody, right? Because nobody in this room will say anything. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it.